Hi everyone, today I'm going to take you through a 15-minute lower body stretch for the hamstrings and the hips. This stretch routine is perfect for anyone that sits a lot or anyone that works out just needs to stretch their lower body. Perfect for all levels, no equipment needed. Let's get into it.
Okay, so we're going to come lying down on our mats and let's just begin with a little recentering. Okay, so either knees out to the side or legs extended. Just find a comfortable position that works for you and close your eyes. A big inhale through the nose and exhale. Just let everything go. Come into this moment, come into this space. Just be with your body. Start connecting your breath to your body. And when you're ready, knees in towards the chest and just pull the knees into your armpits and just rock your hips from right to left. Okay, let's just start massaging that spine. Right knee comes in, left leg extends. Hold on to the back of the right knee and I want you to bend and stretch through that right leg. The left leg, I want energy out through that left leg, so flex the left foot. You're bending and stretching through that right leg. Now, if this is really challenging for you, you don't have to straighten the leg, just work with your own range. The most important thing is that you're using your breath to deepen the stretch. Okay, very good, all good. Keep going. And when you're ready, let's take the hands up the leg. Now, you might not be able to take it very far, so just do it whatever works for you. We're just trying to deepen the stretch, so pulsing through that leg. You can also use the Pilates ring to hook on the foot and use that as like an anchor if you want as well. Okay, just little pulses. And then bend that right leg and let's take it across the left side and come into a little twist stretch. Okay, so reach out through that left leg and you're pulling that right knee down to the ground and you're breathing. Okay, breathing the body back to center, right leg extends, left leg bends, holding onto the back of the left leg, bending and stretching through that left leg, energy out through the right leg. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side, focus on the breath. Okay, and you just want to also just try and make sure you're also focusing on the energy out through that right leg too. That helps to deepen the stretch. And walk the hands up the leg or use the Pilates ring to anchor through the foot and we're pulsing into the left side. Good, nice work. Okay, bend the left leg, take your hips to the left and then bring the knee down to the right side. We're twisting, we're reaching, and we're breathing. Good, one more little breath here. Come back to center and just put the knees, place the feet down and put the knees out to the side and just have a little stretch here. So we're going in through the knees and exhale out through the knees. Okay, so just opening and closing. Okay, just trying to find a little bit of a stretch laterally through the hips. Use that exhale on the way down. And when you're ready, little bounces, bounce and exhale, push and stretch. Make sure you're using that breath. And then just bring the knees back to center and we're zigzagging from right to left. Okay, so you can just see what I'm doing here. One knee is coming down a little bit wider and the other leg's coming to the ground. Okay, so just zigzagging from right to left for the legs. Just trying to work through some hip mobility. Push your arms into the ground. Okay, try not to let the shoulders come up. Everything's coming from the hips. Okay, now your knees are knocking in and we're opening out. Okay, so we're going internal rotation and exhale out in, trying to get the knees to touch and then bring it out. Okay, so you want that big stretch on the outside of the thighs now. Use that breath. Don't let your pelvis tip too much. Okay, so pull down through neutral, pull down through your abdominals to stabilize the hips. And when you're ready, let's take it into a bridge. So feet are hip distance apart and we're going up and down through the hips. So we're just trying to create some length through the front of the body. Working the glutes, working the hamstrings, opening the front of the hips. Big exhale as you push up. Don't overextend through the back. Okay, so squeeze the glutes, pull the hips and the ribs together and push up through the hips to get a big stretch there. Good, and the next one, when you reach to the top, just hold. Push your arms down, push the hips up, breathe. If you want to put your hands underneath your hips, we're going to now open and close through the knees. Just again, opening the hips laterally, working through that stretch. You can have the arms on the ground, you don't have to do what I'm doing, or you hold the back. And when you're ready, knees super wide, Roll down. And let's take it back to center. Good. Right leg on top of left. Figure of 4 stretch. And we're opening and closing through that left hamstring. Okay, so extend the leg up as best as you can and then bring it back down. Wherever you are is perfect. Just work with your body. Just using that breath. And then extend the leg and pull the legs in. And then let's bring the legs up and down in center. Okay, so push the arms down, up and down. Again, just do your best. You're just kind of working through the stretch. We're just trying to feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Okay, so push the arms down and extend and fold the legs. And then let's switch sides. So left leg on top of right. And we're bending and stretching through that right side. Good stuff. And just, if you can, try and pull the hips down, pull the back down. If you have tight hamstrings, your back might be lifted off the mat a bit. That's okay, just do your best to keep it down. Good, and extend the leg and pull the leg in and breathe. Knees back to center, bending and stretching in the center again. Good, nice work everyone. Big exhale on the way up. Open the chest, push the arms down. And then just pull the legs towards you if you want, just to deepen the stretch. And then lift the head and shoulders off. Okay, so I'm grabbing onto my legs and I'm just lifting the legs up. And when you're ready, legs down, reach your arms up, nice slow roll up to come up. And just stretch over the legs, good. Wherever you are is perfect. If you want to grab the Pilates ring to deepen the stretch, otherwise we're just stretching here. A bit more of a flat back this time, and then I'm taking it into a round back. I'm just having a play with how it feels in my body. Both are right. You don't have to be in a flat back or a round back. It's just a different type of a stretch. Round back, you're getting more of a stretch through the back. Okay, pigeon. So right leg is in pigeon, left leg extended back. You want to try and get that right shin, as far in line with the knee as possible. Okay, so parallel to the edge of the mat, but just watch your knees. Don't put any pressure on your knees. So just, if the foot can't be as in line with the knee as you can, just take it to wherever is good for you. You don't want to be having any pain in the knee. That's the main thing. Take the body forward and breathe. You might not come all the way down. You might be up in your hands. Wherever is good for you, just be there. Okay, now bring the arms back and lift the chest. You're lifting the chest and you're pushing your hips down. We're trying to just create a bit more of an opening through the hips here in this position. Just squeeze the glutes and push the hips down. And when you're ready, let's take that left foot on top of the right. Now this is a very deep hip stretch. Not everyone will be able to do this, okay? So if you need to have the right leg straight, then go ahead and do that. I've just demoed it here for you. Otherwise, keep it bent, okay? And if you can, come forward. Otherwise, you're just sitting up. Okay, just wherever is good for you, go there. The most important thing is you're listening to your body and it feels good. Well, as good as it can be. It also is going to be challenging as well because the stretches are tough. Okay, so right leg extends. That is the modification here if you really can't do the other one that I'm doing. And you're pushing. See how I was pushing my hand with my left hand pushing the knee down? That helps to just deepen the stretch a little bit more. Okay, feet come together, butterfly stretch. Let's just pull the hips towards the feet and try and take the head down. Okay, we're just opening up through the hips, little bounces through the knees, bounce, bounce, bounce. Good, little rocking forward. So much of this is just kind of like playing with your body and feeling what the stretch feels like. Sit up, nice and tall, and exhale, take the head down. Good. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, bring it down. Nice work. And let's do pigeon on the other side. Take it down. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side. The main thing is also that you're not collapsing into the leg that's bent. You don't want to collapse into that side. So this leg, the left leg is in front. Make sure that the left hip is neutral to the right and you're not collapsing into the left. It's going to get a better stretch that way. And we bring it up, lift the chest. And when you're ready, hands back to the hips and you're pushing down through the hips and you're lifting through the chest. Just breathing there, find a bit more length. Perfect. And then let's bring that right leg on top of the left. If you need to have the left leg straight, have it straight, pushing with the right knee. Otherwise, both legs are stacked. And we're coming down. Hold the stretch, hold the breath, breathe. When I say hold the breath, I mean continue going on with the breath, don't hold it. Always breathing in through the nose and exhaling to release. So just keep coming back to the breath every time something gets challenging. Okay, and then we come up. Feet are down, arms are back, okay? And we're just also working through that zigzag again in a different position. So you're getting the chest stretch at the same time as well. Okay, when you take the legs one way, pull the right hip bone down when the legs are left. And when the legs are right, pull the left hip bone down. It's gonna help. Now let's pulse through that left side. Pulse it down, 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 and let's switch sides. Pulse through the right, down, down, and down. Very good. Okay, let's come onto our knees. Cat-cow, releasing through the spine. And now let's bring the hips forward. Okay, up dog. Hold it there, shoulders down and away from the ears. Pull back into cat. Okay, round the spine. Lower the hips down, squeeze the glutes, shoulders away from the ears, open the hips. Round, bring it back. Pull it down, lift the chest. Let's go from right to left. Okay, so I'm dipping through my shoulders. And use your exhale to twist and reach. And then go back to the other side. Just working with the body, opening the hip. This is a huge hip opener here in this position. Okay, good stuff. And then pulling back into your child's pose. Okay, sit up. Right leg forward. And you're pulling into your hip stretch. Big hip stretch here, and then pull it back. Now, if this is sore on your left knee, you can fold the mat, you can place a pillow down there. Just, you can pause the video, get what you need to get, and then come back to it. Good, and then when you're ready, hands down on the inside of the right leg. And we're trying to take the forearms down. This is a very deep stretch. Just do what you can. Okay, you can be up on your arms like this, like I am, or down onto your forearms. Whatever works for you. Just breathe. Nice work. And you can have a little jiggle from right to left. I'm just kind of just working with my body and just trying to open up through the hips. I'm taking my hips from right to left just to find a bit more length there. Now tuck the left toe under and then reach back and grab it and then try and lift the chest. Now if you can't do that, okay, because it is quite tough, just stick with what we were doing before. I'm flexing my foot. I'm taking my hand down to my ankle and I'm trying to pull my foot away from my glute. Okay, that deepens the stretch. Okay, pop your knee off the ground, that left knee off the ground, hands are on the inside and we're bouncing through the hips. Bounce, big exhale down and bounce. Make sure that left leg is super straight. Pull the quad up. Okay, we come to the side. Now you might not be able to get your right foot down. If you're on the ball of the foot, that's okay too. You can even come up. You don't have to be as deep as I am. As I said, this is just about finding the point that works for you. There's always regressions, like see what I'm doing now, this is good. Or you come all the way down. Okay, let's switch sides. You come up, that left leg is bent, okay? And you're just rocking forwards and exhale back. Finding as much length in the front of the thigh as you can. Hands on the inside. Okay, and we're opening up through that right hip. If you can come down to the forearms, you come down to the forearms. Otherwise, you stay on your hands wherever you did on the other side. And we're just releasing and breathing here. Okay, rocking the hips from left to right. And let's come up and just open the chest. Okay, we're going to try and grab onto that foot, or just stick with what we were doing before. If this is too deep, flex the foot. You're pushing the hips down as you pull the foot back. This energy creates a deeper stretch in the front of the thigh. You can also do that standing as well. Okay, so hands on the inside, and we're just bouncing through the hips. Come down to the side. Okay, whatever you did again, do it again. If you want to rise up, do it. You can also put a brick underneath the heels to push into to find a bit more balance. All right. Okay, let's end the way we started. Just giving thanks to your body, appreciating and having gratitude for the fact that you have time to move and stretch and breathe and focus on you. Just letting everything go. Relax. You can be here for longer if you want. Take all the time that you need. Otherwise, that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next class.